populism, how do you define it? Is it a pejorative, or is it something that actually, in fact, can be harnessed in good ways? Like, essentially, where is good populism, where is bad populism? And what is it?
Well, there's some people mean populism. In my young radical days, we used to talk
Those
about...
aren't that far behind you.
We used to talk about populism as what the people want. And in a sense, that's what basically defined what populism is. The problem in the current environment in particular, and I mentioned before the progressive era grew out of a populist revolt in the late 19th century of farmers who were being displaced by mechanization and middleman and the commerce between states and so on. But populism, as we say in the book, it hurls pent-up emotions at complex problems, and does not engage in, and by its temperament, does not engage in the enlightenment practices of negotiation, reason, and compromise in order to come to a governing consensus. In the current populist environment, if you're not with them, you're against them. And to admit anything from the other side is to betray your tribe. That's definitely negative populism, and it's definitely corrosive. What distinguishes what the people want from populism is what the people get. And what the people will get, if you want to satisfy the roots of the driving forces of populism, you need these mediating institutions to come to consensus and therefore be able to respond to the fundamental issues like more jobs, security, inclusion, etc.